A running back out of Port Credit High School, Bruce MacRae made an immediate impact on the Mustang football program, becoming a starter in the backfield as a true freshman. Playing under the legendary coach, John the Bull Metris, the 6-foot, 200-pound burly back was a key cog in the Mustangs' run game, becoming the feature back in his first season, helping the Mustangs to a 5-3 record. Leading up to his sophomore season, the great expectations for MacRae suffered a devastating setback when an industrial accident at his summer job resulted in his right hand being crushed and the loss of 2 of his fingers. Surgery reattached one finger, and Mustang trainers designed a claw to support and open his hand in order to play. But the 1969 season never realized his potential. The 1970 season under new coach Frank Cosentino witnessed a new horizon for Mustang football. But unfortunately for MacRae, an injury in the season-opening exhibition game resulted in a compressed vertebrae in his neck and temporary paralysis that ended his season immediately. Despite the injury, the Calgary Stampeders saw his talent and chose him in the 6th round of the CFL draft held in February of 1971. Known as Benny to his teammates, George Hill, captain of the 71 team, said of MacRae, "He is a real character. He is like a big summer evening bonfire. Everyone wants to be around him to feel the warmth of his caring personality and to hear him tell one more great story." Assistant coach Darwin Samodiuk said, "Bruce was a very popular player with his teammates, earning their respect with his 'if we need the yards, give me the ball' approach to the game. He always brought the best of his game every time he stepped on the field." With his health issues behind him, MacRae's 1971 season would become one for the ages amongst the greats who have carried the ball for Western. An inconsistent start to the season, the Mustangs relied on their own Canadian version of Notre Dame's Four Horsemen. But as the season progressed, the coaches realized they had a real weapon in Bruce MacRae. Entering the playoffs, the Mustangs were true underdogs, but planned to use MacRae as the Mustang workhorse. In the OUAA semifinal game against the Capital Division champion Queens Golden Gales, the Mustangs pulled off a stunning upset, crushing the Gales 42-3 thanks to 250 yards rushing, led by Bruce MacRae's 21 carries and 76 yards. The Yates Cup final witnessed wet snow and blizzard rain conditions, and Mustang running back Bruce MacRae racking up 163 yards on his own. On one drive, the Mustangs called MacRae's number on 6 consecutive plays until he finally plunged in for a 2-yard TD, defeating the Ottawa GGs 13-0. Playing St. Mary's in the Atlantic Bowl, the Mustangs dominated the Huskies, relying once again on their power running game, led by MacRae's 23 carries and 117 yards and a touchdown in a 44-13 victory. The Mustangs were now prepared to take on the number 1 ranked University of Alberta in their very first Vanier Cup College Bowl appearance. Led by MacRae's 24 carries and 89 yards rushing, the game was a hard-fought thriller where the Mustangs were able to hang on to a 15-14 decision and claim Western's first ever Vanier Cup championship. In summing up the 1971 season, head coach Frank Cosentino said, "MacRae was the Mustangs' most consistent ball carrier this year, running so consistently on second effort. In total, Bruce MacRae toted the ball 173 times that season for 809 yards and 6 touchdowns, leading him to be named to the very first ever Canadian Intercollegiate Coaches National All-Star Team, and thus becoming Western's first ever All-Canadian running back." In reminiscing about his former running back, Coach Frank Cosentino recalled, "There was always a glint in his eyes. He wanted the football. He got along famously with his teammates, loved to tease, demonstrated, and lived out his commitment to them and the team." Bruce MacRae, a Mustang legend.